For such are false prophets, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. This is part 2 of so-called Christians, but workers of Satan. 1 Timothy 4, 1 through 2. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith. Now when it comes to, ministers of the Most High, some started off, this is talking about some evangelicals as well, started out doing whatever the Most High required them to do, holding on to their faith. But because of fame, fortune, money, sexual sins, temptation, whatever that is, right? Falling short, they've lost their faith, right? Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Speaking lies and hypocrisy. What are we talking about? Lies and deception, right? Speaking lies in hypocrisy. So instead of spreading the gospel of Yahusha, they turned from the faith, right? And decided to push lies, right? Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Now, is it easier to push lies and make millions of dollars than tell the truth? Yes, it is easier to push a lie and it's easier to make millions off of lies. But that's not how the Most High wants us to conduct ourselves. We have to put our faith and trust in Him. He will provide for us. Some of us don't need all that money because we're just going to hurt ourselves anyway with it. So some of us aren't meant to have millions of dollars, right? But God is the one that gives us what we need. And it is a great honor to tell the truth, right? And to spread the gospel of Yahusha. We're in Revelations 2 and 9. We will also go to Revelation 3 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation. Who is speaking? The Mashiach. How do we know this? Because the words are in red. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. According to Jesus, there are people that are saying that they're Jews, but they are not. But he says they are the synagogue of Satan. Let's go to 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. You do your own due diligence and don't just take my word for it. 1 John 4 and 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. So this is the one thing we must do as followers of the way. This is how you can detect false prophets, all right? Believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. And when I do videos, sometimes I tell you guys, test the spirit, because I want you to do your own due diligence and I want you to test the spirit for yourself. Don't just believe what I'm saying. Behold, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God. Because we know the Most High is the spirit, so is the devil. Right? But try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesses not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. So this is one of the signs here. And this is that spirit of Antichrist. The spirit of Antichrist, we already know that's already in the world. Whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already it is in the world. So even in that time, the spirit of Antichrist was already in the world. This one, 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion. Some of us are walking around asleep. But what I mean by that, we're asleep spiritually. It's time to wake up and come out of the strong delusion. We have to be sober and be vigilant. How do you do that? Staying before the Lord, staying in his word, praying, fasting. This is how you stay vigilant. Be sober, be vigilant, because what? Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. If you are listening to this and you don't know Yahusha as your Savior, click the link in the description box. I tell you how to get saved. And we will continue on with this series. Have a good day.